yogis. Thank you so much for joining me. I am honored and excited to practice with you. Today's class will be a short class just to show that you can get a full yoga class in. It doesn't have to be an hour or longer. Just be something quick, something to get some joyful movement in your body. That being said, listen to your body. It'll tell you what it needs. Take breaks and modifications as necessary. This is your practice. This is your time. Let's get started right away in child's pose. You can have a seat on your heels first, knees wide, big toes to touch. Just take a moment, breathe in. Lengthen through your spine, then keep all that length in your spine. Sweep your fingertips high and exhale, fold forward. Walk your fingertips towards the top of the mat. Sink your hips back towards your heels. Take a moment here to settle into stillness. Quiet your mind and connect with your breath. Take a big inhale. Fill up your belly. Feel your rib cage expand, belly inflate, and then take a big open mouth exhale. Let it go. One more time, big inhale, fill up. And a big open mouth exhale. Let it go. Now this next time, seal up your lips. Take that same force of breath in and out through the nose. Build up our Ujjayi pranayama, our victorious breath of life. It builds some heat and some energy from within, and it also serves as a measure of movement from one posture to the next. So try to keep up this breath as we flow. And your next inhale, press weight into your palms, rise up to tabletop position. Stack your shoulders over your wrists, hips over your knees. Let's take some wrist stretches first. So we'll shift forward and back. Inhale and exhale. To your sensation. Take this a few times more. Just want to give our wrists a little bit of love. And then shift your palms so that your fingertips face to the left and to the right. You can even draw your hands in a little closer together. And we'll rock from left to right. Inhale and exhale. Again, notice the sensation you're feeling in your wrists. And be gentle here. Just trying to get a little bit of a stretch. And then last one, shift your hands one more time. This time, fingertips towards your knees. And inner wrists facing towards the top of your mat. And now rock forward and back once more. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. And then when you're ready, come back to neutral tabletop. Inhale, cow pose. Drop your belly, lift your head and tailbone. Shine your heart through to the front of your space. Gaze forward. And exhale, cat. Press your palms into the mat, arch your spine to the sky. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Take it through a few times more, your own breath, your own pace. This is your opportunity to connect breath to movement. So try to move only with your breath. Let the breath be your guide. Exhale into cat. And inhale into cow. When you're ready, return back to neutral tabletop. We'll add a side body stretch here. We'll start with the right foot. Inhale, stretch the right toes back and lift them up and over your left foot. Gaze over your left shoulder to look back at your left toes as you exhale for a side body stretch. Should feel it from your right hip along your right side body. Inhale, return back to center. We'll do that on the other side. Breath out to settle in. Inhale, stretch your left toes out behind you. Lift them up and over your right leg. On an exhale, gaze over your right shoulder towards your right toes. And this time feel the stretch from your left hip along your left side body. Breathe in, return to center. Exhale, settle in. Inhale, sweep your right fingertips up to the sky. Twist your heart open to the side of your space. Exhale, thread the needle. Snake your right arm underneath your body and stretch it towards the left. Lower the side of your face and your right shoulder to the mat. We'll take a breath here. If you'd like, experiment with different sensations. You can stretch your left fingertips up to the top of your space. You can also tuck your left fingers behind your back. Inhale, return your left palm to the mat if it's not already there, and sweep your right fingers to the sky for a counter stretch. Exhale, tabletop, and we'll take that on the other side. Inhale, sweep your left fingertips to the sky. And exhale, thread the needle. Snake your left arm underneath your right. Relax the left side of your face, your left shoulder to the mat. And then settle in. We'll take one breath here. And again, you have some options if you want to stay exactly as you are. That's totally fine. If you want to experiment with other movements, you can stretch your right fingertips toward the top of your space, or even tuck them behind you for a bind. Inhale, return your right hand to the mat if it's not already there, and sweep your left fingertips high. Counter stretch. Exhale, tabletop. Stretch your fingertips forward, arms forward, and move your hands about one handprint in front of where they were before. Tuck your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Press into your palms, send your hips high. Now right away, you're welcome to find some movement that feels good to you. Maybe bend into your right knee as you drive your left heel towards the mat. And then switch it up. Bend into your left knee as you drive your right heel towards the mat. Keep going. Take whatever movements you need here just to wake up your hamstrings. As you're doing that, be sure to press down firmly through all 10 fingers. Alleviate some stress and weight from your wrists. Fingers spread wide. Biceps by your ears, and send your tailbone high. Find some stillness in your down dog. Send your tailbone just a little bit higher. Inhale, gaze the top of your mat. And exhale, ragdoll forward fold, travel there. Feet behind your wrists, about hip width distance apart. Big generous bend in your knees. And then drape your belly over your thighs. Allow your head and neck to hang heavy here. And then again, just find what movement feels good to you. Maybe sway side to side. Maybe shake your head, yes. Shake your head no. And then on your next exhale, shimmy your feet a little closer together. Toes to touch. Slight space between your heels. And inhale, slowly rise to stand. Exhale, standing in attention, draw your hands to heart center. Lift your chest to meet your hands. Close your eyes if you'd like. We'll set an intention. Consider your reason for why you showed up on the mat today. Anchor that in your mind. And then come back to your breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, mountain pose. Sweep your fingertips to the sky. Press the ground away from you with your feet. Really feel rooted through all four corners of your feet. Lift your kneecaps up. Draw your low belly in. Lift your chest. Relax your shoulders. Exhale, forward fold. Soften your knees, hinge at your hips, and dive towards the mat. Relax your head and neck. Send your tailbone high. Inhale, halfway lift. Slide your hands up your shins, maybe even to your thighs. Find a long, flat back. Send the crown of your head forward. And exhale, high plank. Plant your hands at the top of a push-up. Shoulders stack over wrists, ankles over toes. Tuck your tailbone slightly. Engage your core. And then without actually moving your hands or feet, imagine that you drag your hands towards your feet and your feet towards your hands. You should feel your core start to light up. We'll hold it for just 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, shift forward, shoulders in front of wrists, and exhale, slowly lower halfway. Chaturanga. Hug your elbows in. You've got it. Core engaged, everything engaged. And then inhale, upward facing dog. Flip over the tops of your feet, press into your palms, squeeze your glutes, lift your heart. Everything's lifted except our palms and the tops of our feet. Exhale, downward facing dog. Flip over your toes and send your hips high. The simple sun A. We'll take that 2 more times, breath movement. Inhale, gaze to the top of your mat, and exhale, travel there. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, rise. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. One more time. Inhale, gaze the top of your mat. Exhale, travel there. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze the top of your mat. And exhale, drop down to your knees. Have a seat on your bottom. We'll take just one little bridge, and then we'll wind things down. That's it, just a simple practice. So for bridge pose, stamp the soles of your feet into the mat, bend your knees, lengthen your arms along your sides, shimmy your feet a little closer to your bottom, so much so that your fingertips graze the back of your heels. Inhale, bridge pose, press your feet into the mat, lift your hips to the sky. Snuggle your shoulder blades beneath your body. Option to take a chest opener here. Interlace your fingers behind your low back. Pull your shoulder blades together. Lift up through your chest. But draw your chin away from your chest. Exhale, slowly lower your hips down to the mat. Let's do that one more time. I'll give you a different variation. We'll take robot arms. So same setup, but this time we'll make robot arms. Bend your arms at 90 degrees. Keep them close to your rib cage, side of the body. And you'll drive the backs of your arms, your elbows, into the mat as we lift our hips up. So, breath in, bridge pose, lift your hips, press your feet and your elbows into the mat. So lift up through the chest. Notice how this feels different. Focus on pressing down through the feet, down through the arms, and up with the hips. And then exhale, let it go. Lower your hips. Breathe in, exhale, recline bound angle, Supta Baddha Konasana. Kiss the soles of your feet together. Allow your knees to splay out wide to the side. Place one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. And take a breath here. Feel the sensation of the rise and fall of your chest and your belly with each inhale and each exhale. And then slowly close your legs together like you're closing the pages of a book. Inhale, float your right heel high. And then exhale, reclined or supine. Figure 4, cross your right ankle just above your left knee. And a few options here. You can place your right hand to the center of your right thigh and gently press your thigh away from you. Or for a bit more sensation, you can snake your right hand underneath your right leg and you can capture your left leg either around your hamstring or your shin, whatever feels best to you. Wherever you are, flex your toes. Draw your left knee in towards your body as you press your low back into the mat. One more breath here. And then next, inhale. Release your hands, but leave your legs exactly as they are. Shift your right leg over to the left to stack your knees on top of each other. Reach up and grab for your ankles. So right hand reaches up and grabs the ankle in front of it, which should be your left ankle. And left hand reaches up and grabs the ankle in front of it, which should be your right. And then gently tug your ankles in towards your body as you continue to press your low back into the mat. The supine Gomukhasana legs. So you should be feeling a stretch through the outside of your right leg, right hip, and into your right glute. It should feel pretty nice. But notice the sensation and always back off if it doesn't feel great. One more breath here. And then release your hands, but again, leave your legs as they are. Inhale, tee your arms out to the side or goalpost them if you're short on space. Exhale, supine twist with Gomukhasana legs. Lower both of your knees over to the left side of your space. Stack your hips. Anchor your shoulders into the mat. And if it feels okay to you, you can take your gaze over in the opposite direction of your knees. Inhale, return to center. Untangle your legs. And we'll take all that on the other side. So, inhale, slightly lift the left ankle. And exhale, supine figure 4, reclined figure 4. Cross your left ankle just above your right knee. Again, you have options. You can gently press your left hand into the center of your left thigh and press it away from you. Or if you're wanting a bit more sensation, you can reach your left hand through the space created by your left leg. You can capture your right leg, either just around the back of your thigh, your hamstring, or just in front of your leg, your shin, and draw your right knee in towards your body. Press your low back into the mat. Flex your toes. And take one more breath here. Exhale, release your hands, but leave your legs as they are. Shift your right or left leg over to the right to stack your knees on top of each other. And then reach up, grab for the ankle closest to your hand. So your right hand grabs your left ankle, left hand grabs your right ankle, and then gently tug your ankles in towards your body as you press your low back into the mat. It's a supine Gomukhasana. On this side, you should feel the stretch through the outside of the left hip and into the left glute. Should feel pretty good, but if it doesn't, back off. Never want to move into pain. We want to keep our practice feeling positive, something we want to keep coming back to, looking forward to. Next, inhale, release your hands from your legs, but leave your legs exactly as they are. Tee out your arms or goalpost them if you're short on space. Exhale, supine twist with Gomukhasana legs. Lower both of your knees over to the right. Stack your hips. Anchor your shoulders into the mat. So really press, especially your left shoulder. Press it into the mat. Even if that means that your knees don't quite touch the ground. Keep your shoulders anchored. And then, if it feels okay to you, you can take your gaze over in the opposite direction of your knees. Inhale, return to center. Untangle your legs. Exhale, hug your legs into your body, forehead to meet your knees. And we'll do one last little active posture here. Release your head to the mat as you breathe in. And exhale, happy baby pose. Stamp the soles of your feet to the mat. Or stamp the soles of your feet to the sky, rather. Knees wide. And your hands can grab for whatever's accessible to you. It can be your feet, ankles, knees, kind of anything that you like. Sometimes it feels nice to grab lower down on your legs. Wherever you find yourself, be sure to press your low back into the mat. It sometimes has the tendency to pop up. And you want to use the stretch as a way to neutralize the spine from all the different ways we've bent it and stretched it and moved it today. Maybe if it feels okay to you, you can rock side to side, add a little sway. Since it's happy baby, maybe add a smile or not. Choice is yours. And then let that go. Inhale. Hug your knees into your chest. Lift your forehead to meet your knees. Give yourself a big, tight squeeze. And then exhale, Shavasana, our final resting pose. Get big, take up space. And then settle into stillness. Right, my friends, this is where I leave you. You are welcome and encouraged to stay here as long as you would like. Thank yourself first for showing up, doing this practice, doing the work. Thank you for investing in yourself. I'm very honored to be on this journey with you. Thanks so much for trusting me. And thanks for practicing with me today. Wonderful job, with love and gratitude. Until next time.